I'm Alessandra Barrett, Special Projects Editor for JOC, and I'm at our 15th annual TPM conference. I'm joined by Jim Pyburn, Director of Business Development for Port Everglades. Thanks for speaking with me today, Jim.
Thank you, Allie.
From where you sit, what are some of the main issues facing shippers for 2015?
Obviously, what we've seen, for example, on the West Coast and heard here at the conference, labor issues, port congestion, chassis, just a multitude of problems. It's going to be an exciting but challenging year.
What are you doing to enhance intermodal? I know that that's a focus for Everglades.
Port Everglades contributed 43.5 acres of land valued at $19 million. The Florida East Coast Railroad, the FEC, invested $53 million in construction of the intermodal container transfer facility, which just opened up this past July of 2014. This is a great deal for us and the region. Basically, it's going to be ramp to pier and pier to ramp on a near dock facility. The facility itself has over 6 tracks with 18,000 linear feet of rail. 9,000 linear feet can be utilized for a unit train. And it's going to be taking a lot of traffic off of the highways, reducing CO2 emissions, and just a more economical way for shippers to move their product to and from the port. And it also includes domestic as well as international. We've actually got 2 gates, one for international and one for domestic. They say by 2027, which is just in 12 years, when it reaches its full capacity, it will remove 180,000 truck moves off the highway every year. In addition to that, just along with the intermodalism, the Florida Department of Transportation built out Interstate 595, an overpass going over the railroad tracks so that it doesn't interfere with the train traffic. So we're very excited about it, and it's already far exceeded our expectations.
What else is the port doing to secure business in the trade lanes that really dominate in Everglades?
Well, we're doing quite a few things. First of all, I'd like to state that in the state of Florida, Port Everglades is the #1 container port. We exceeded 1 million TEUs this past year. We're very proud of that.
Congratulations.
We're the #1 port by revenue, $153 million. We're the #1 refrigerated port in the state of Florida. We're also the gateway to Latin America for the United States. Out of all of the business the United States does with Latin America, Port Everglades handled 15% this last year. And the foreign trade zone that we have on the facility there is #3 in exports in the country. So we've got a lot of firsts that we're very proud of. But having said that, going back to what I mentioned in the question concerning intermodalism, the partnerships. We partner in that case with the FEC, but in the case of enhancing our trade lanes, we have 22 container lines that service Port Everglades. We work with them, making joint calls in some cases on the BCOs. We also make joint calls on BCOs with our terminal operators. So we believe in partnerships, and when we can utilize those, we definitely take advantage of that. The lines themselves, we're basically a north-south trade. Even though, for instance, we're here at TPM, we do have a modest amount of business going east-west, and after the Panama Canal is expanded and opened up in 2016, we're anticipating some more east-west trade. But right now, we're predominantly north-south, and we do have the GAC service coming out of North Europe as well as the Med. So we just work with all of our partners.
Well, thanks for taking time sitting down with me and talking about a few of these things.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
I've been speaking with Jim Pyburn, Director of Business Development for Port Everglades.